Hello, my beautiful swords. How are you doing today? I have not really been able to come on camera because number one, um, it's been into a lot of deep thinking, you know what I'm saying, about myself. And I have been very upset of all these allegations coming out against Titty Jakes. Now look, I don't put my confidence in men. And you got to remember, Bishop Jakes has a church that is I think it's in Texas. And he's a very gifted speaker, very gifted. And, I have watched a couple of his sermons on TV, but you got to remember, he's a TV evangelist too. And my thing is, my take up on this right here, he without sin cast the first stone. We have all sinned and come short of the glory of God. It is through grace and mercy, that we have lived as long as we have, even those that is in their teens. You see what I'm saying? If you made it past 5 years old and is still alive today, you was up under the mercy and grace of God, just like Titty Jakes is. Now, the only thing that I have to say about any pastor, any prophetess, any teacher, apostle, or whoever, is that if you are doing something that you know that can lead your people down a dark path, then you're going to be responsible for every life, for every soul that you have corrupted. And y'all, like I said, I got mixed feelings about this. Now I listened to the lady, the prophetess lady, and I heard what she had to say. Now, she said this a year ago, but then somebody else said this like 3 years ago. So I don't know if she's getting her information from the person who put that there 3 years ago, or she's going about what God told her. I can't say, because number one, I'm not going to be responsible for saying something God has said and God hasn't said it. I don't want that kind of weight on me. I got enough weight on me as it is. But I was sitting up here thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. I remember reading in the book of Mark, in the King James Version. It's Mark 2:16 through 17:18. The scribes and the Pharisees, those were the men, that taught people, and they something like the bishops are today, and the ministers. They seen Jesus. Jesus was in with tax collectors, and he was also in the room with sinners. Now, it said sinners. I don't know what sin they have committed. It doesn't say. But we do know that the tax collector was one of them. But Jesus was in the room with them. He said that he did not come for the righteous. He did not come for the ones who are saved, who try to justify their deeds by their good deeds. He came to the house of the sinners. He came to the ones that needed him. And that's why Jesus was here. He didn't come for the ones who was already saved. He already knew they were saved. He came for the ones who, probably was curious, or, the prostitutes, the pimps, the whatever, the murderers. He came for them. because, you know, they are not as self-righteous because they already know they're sinners. They know that they sin. And, you know, a lot of them don't even acknowledge, you know, they were like, oh, that's old time. You know, we don't believe that, this, that, and the third. But I'm not going to put a limitation on Titty Jake's life like that. I can't do that. That'll be wrong of me. My face is swollen, y'all. That'll be wrong of me. You know, as gutter as I can get, as hood as I know that I am at times, I would not put that on no human being. But we're supposed to pray for one another. This man needs our prayer. When she said that God said that he's going his life, that shook me. You know why it shook me? It shook me because, and this man is a pastor, as what he says he is. And he has wrote many books. He's very rich. His family is, from his gift that God gave him, has made way for him. It's made a name for him. Somebody somewhere is trying to tear this man's down some kind of way. You know, it could be God. I don't know. I'm not God. Only God knows these things. And you are known these things through the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit don't speak for itself. It speaks what it has been taught from Jesus himself, which Jesus gets whatever he gets from God. Same thing with us. You know, I don't want to stay too much on the Titty Jake's things because, you know, like I said, I pray, but you got to remember he's a man. He is a man. We make mistakes. And sometimes the mistakes we make, we don't think we're going to get caught. And then sometimes, you know, you get caught. But what about the ones that haven't been caught? You understand what I'm saying? You think you're hiding? You can't hide nothing from God. I would rather for my sins to be exposed than for me to walk around thinking I done got away with it and I'm hiding from it. Nobody know what's going on in my life because I done hid it. No, God has sheltered you. He has hidden you. You know, like I said, it's some things about a lot of people that a lot of people don't want to acknowledge. Ain't none of us perfect. None. Even the Pope over in Rome, he's not perfect. He's a man. It's no telling what he does, when he gets ready to go to bed. We don't know. We can only assume. So anyway, I don't have too much to say about Diddy. Excuse me, I got the cough. This new flu that is going around, man, it's making a lot of people sick. I was watching Eat with Q, and she's way over there in Nigeria, and she's sick. She's got a cold. But I'll tell you something about that, too. I've been a little concerned because you got a lot of these new people that's been coming in. I showed y'all what was on the news, on the Fox News. You got a lot of people that's coming over here from Nigeria. And I'm just like, how did they get over here? You got to either be in a boat or in a plane to get from Africa to the United States. Then you got people coming in from all parts of South America. All of them are illegal, and they all are looking for jobs, and they're looking for a way up. But see, they still got a country to where all of our resources is gone. They can always go back to their country and live large. off the money they made off of this country in the United States. You know, it's only one thing that I agree with Donald Trump on. I did believe that he should have closed those borders. You know, they got to come in here legally. And that way you know that these people have a paper trail. Most of these people don't have paper trails. You don't know if they're sick. You don't know if they have committed a crime. I'm not saying that everybody that comes over from other countries commit crimes, because you got good people everywhere, just like you got bad people everywhere in this world we live in. It has nothing to do with your skin. It has nothing to do with your hair. It has nothing to do with how much money you got in your pocket. Because you got some of the evil or the meanest people that's got plenty of money in their pocket. But I was listening to a lot of people talking about Q this past week. Number one, none of you people's got a heaven or a hell to put that girl in. And for y'all to come out so hard on her the way that you do, none of you have God in you. You don't have the love of God in you, period. You can look at a person for 15 minutes on a video and you know their whole life story. You got Cheryl out here. You know, I don't know what your problem is, but you don't have God in you. You have that what's her name? Civilist. I don't know what I can't even pronounce her name. From over there in Amsterdam. You call yourself a Christian. You're not a Christian. You don't have God in you. See, I'm going to tell you something, y'all. What you wish on one person, it's going to come back on you. All the evil, all of this delusion and division that is in our culture, we have already been torn apart. And we keep tearing ourselves apart. You call yourself free? You're not free until you free your mind. Like I said, I've been free half of my life. And it's not because of age, you know, which age got a lot to do with it, but it's because of what I have learned in life. And one thing I've learned in life is you don't try to tear another person down. Because you commit a crime against that person. When you tear a person's character down, you are killing that person. If you believe in God and the 10 Commandments, he says, thou shalt not kill. But just about every day, or somebody on this app is trying to kill this girl. You're trying to kill her spirit. You're trying to tear down her platform. You're trying to destroy her marriage. Every little thing that she does, you got to, you know, it's always something criticizing. You know, I do my commentary. I do. Well, I just mostly talk. But I'm not going to just dig into people's lives like that. I'm not that invested. But what I do know is the harm that you do to somebody else, that harm is going to be right there at your door. There's nothing you can do about it. When I say you got witches on this app, you got a lot of witches. You got a lot of people that practice all kind of sorcery on this YouTube. And you're trying your best to destroy this girl's life. I'm not even going to say it's jealous. I'm going to say you're envious. And you're evil. Point blank, period. You are evil. You can put on facade, act all cute, but you're evil. And you're going to give an account for it. You are. This woman is thousands of miles away from us, and you still won't let her rest. You're Satan. You're Satan on the inside of your body. You are being controlled by your Father, by your God, which is Satan himself. All of those that comes after these people on YouTube, and even down TMZ and all these people are evil. Why would you want to compare yourself to TMZ and all this reporting stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's evil. They are of the world. So you of the world too? God said, come out from the world. Be ye separated. But you on here, you all about money, about building. How many people they got? How many subscribers they got? Can't you get a job? Don't you see all these people coming over to this country? They want jobs. They needing homes. They got the right idea. But you people, all you can do is cuss out each other. All you can do is, I got to get that snap back. You got death all around you. How do you not know that death one day gonna come knocking at your door? And it be the least you expect. They don't have to die. They don't have to be sick to die. A person can just be sitting up and drop dead. Could be in perfect health. Could be young and die. That's a guarantee. In the book of life, we all gonna die. But I need to sit back on my laurels and talk about a person so diminished, just diminish their character. That shows your character. You have none. You don't have any character. Your soul is already lost. It's a terrible thing, beloved, to fall in the hands of an angry God. It's a terrible thing. And that's a part of this YouTube that I don't want to be a part of. Like I said, I'm not afraid of anybody on YouTube. I just got sick of the corruption. I'm like, oh my God, these people are corrupt. I don't know how many years I got left on this earth, but I'm not going to live the rest of my life corrupted. Those things happened back when I was younger. I didn't know how much time I had back then. I'm surprised I have lived as long as I have lived. The stuff that I used to do, I don't do anymore. The places I used to go, the people that I used to be around. Thank God I'm not with that anymore. You know, there's a thing of deliverance. And I'm telling you this right here. Before it's too late, you need to repent and leave that girl alone. You don't have enough gifts to stand on your own and bring out something on your commentary that shows your gifts, instead of complaining and talking about somebody else's gifts. And like I said, I don't want to come on here cussing, and like I said, look, I done heard and seen enough on YouTube. And it's a disgrace. And they come in after these larger content creators. You would never, ever shut that person down. Because let me tell you something. Y'all coming after a platform. This woman can recreate something else, different. And you won't be able to touch her, period. You don't know what God has in store for a human being. Don't you know the more you talk about this girl, the more you talk about people like Titty Jakes, the more you talk about me or anybody else, God is going to completely elevate these people. Because he watches all of us. How God, he's got all these people in the world. He ain't watch. Yes, he watches. Satan has provided a platform for us. And that's the internet. Remember, he's the principalities of the air. Everything we get in is air. I choose not to want to be a part of it, y'all. I choose God. I choose my life, what little I have of it. You got people dying, dropping like flies all around us. He's trying to show you. Shut your mouth. Repent. Do something else. Or he's going to do it for you. Plain and simple. That clock is always ticking. Then one day, it's over. It's flatline, like that. It's not worth it. So, I've been hearing, like I said, about the doxing and all this stuff right here. I just tell you straight off the top. I have no fellowship with none of that stuff. But I do believe that a person should protect themselves. I believe in my heart that if a person comes to my door, then you need to expect what will happen to you if you don't come in the right order. Because I got myself to protect. God has already protected my soul because I gave it to him a long time ago. But y'all, I'm not going to be on here long. I just had to say this thing about Titty Jakes and I don't really follow these other people on YouTube as much. I do watch Beloved and her sons, and I do watch certain ones. I watch a lot of them. But, basically, I'm done with it because I mentioned Cheryl because I cared about her soul. I really did. The other people I didn't. I didn't. But I cared about her soul. But I see that she has completely, unless she's talking about the mask all the time, but I seen through your mask a long time ago, girlfriend. And, like I said, that's the discernment that I have when it comes down to people. I don't have to see you, like some of them don't even show their face like I do. But I know you as a person. Not know you personally, but I know you because God gives me that that foresight where I can see. And he tells me to steer clear of this or go towards this. But I cared for the girl's soul because I seen that she was lost. You know? She keeps talking about a love bomb. It's not a love bomb, baby. You're sick. You have a sexual demon in you. A lot of them on YouTube does. I've seen it. You know, hey, I had it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to excuse the fact because I'm old. You know, I still have my eyes see something sexy and I'm going to look at it. I try not to look. But like I said, you don't have to touch something to sin. You can look at it and lust after it, and you've already sinned. You've already committed the act. But anyway, I cared about her soul. I did. But I put that in God's hands. Hey. But you have pulled, sister, fire into your bosom. Be careful who you link up with. Be careful what you put out into the universe, because it will come back to you, and in the worst possible way. The thing you love the most in life can be taken away with a snap of the finger. You want to get up on top? Keep rising high. And it can be snatched away overnight. It's the same thing I said to Beloved Life. You know, you riding high, and I said on my other video how pretty I thought she looked that day. She did. She looked very pretty. And then she come right back out the next day, her and Darius, speaking on something they don't know nothing about. You're a Christian. You're supposed to be praying for this man. You're not supposed to be on here laughing and, like it's funny. But what if somebody open up your book? Your book. And it be exposed. I mean, that little stuff the dude did, that's small. But I mean, what if your book was really, really open? And people actually seen what's really there. I see what's there. But I'm not going to speak about it. The only why I spoke up on Cheryl was because she got on my nerve, because I was listening to her and I'm like, he thought I was special. And I'm like, girl, they've always thought we were special. You know, how idiotic can you be? You know, a human being is a human being. I'm going to put it like this. God made man just like he made woman. A woman is born with a, you know what I'm saying, and a man is born with a, you know what I'm saying. I don't care what color that man is. I don't care what nationality he is. I don't care what parts of the world he come from. That thing does the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's a giver, and we females, we are takers. Okay? What they give us, we take, and then 9 months later, that's only if you can produce, you have a child. You see what I'm saying? That's it. The shade, the color, no, that has nothing to do with being a man. You got bad men, you got good men. You got evil men. You got sorry men. You got sweet men. Same, it goes with the females. Same thing. Now, a woman cannot give another woman. A man cannot give another man. He can go below. The woman can use this, but you can't produce anything, nothing. Only thing you can produce is a climax. And hey, some people get that just by using these. But you know, you can't tell nobody who to love. I would never try to tell somebody, oh, you can't because you can't love this person. You can love whoever you want to love. That's your business. I prefer the love of a man. And I said it till the day I die. But man, I'm telling you, this bull crap that is going on YouTube it's evil. And I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm going to take my regular butt and get on my other channel and build it up, because this right here, y'all can have it. All the tea, all the coffee, all the cakes, the donuts, whatever. Y'all can have it. I'm not going to be a part of it. I love my family too much for that. I love my family too much to lose my loved ones. You know, and it's not because Truth lost her husband, boyfriend. You know, this is something I've been thinking a long time, because I'm like, I'm listening to a lot of stuff, and a lot of things shouldn't be shared on YouTube. A lot of us needs to get down on our knees and give it to God. And, you know, talking about people's dead loved ones, that bothers me a lot. And I can't be a part of it. I won't be a part of it. And I don't want nobody, you know, I just don't. I just know one thing. If the persons you think is righteous can be exposed, so can people like me. And my exposure is nothing, because it won't matter to anybody but to myself. But you got these people, these large platforms in life. To much is given, much is required. If you cannot give back to the people what God has given you, then you need to shut your mouth. You need to stop. But I'm going to pray for Eat With Q, because I care about her, and I want her not to ever be ashamed of who she is. And I also want Q to understand this. Even if, like I said before, the marriage or whatever don't work out or whatever, honey, never be ashamed. Just dust yourself off. Just dust yourself off. I mean, hell. Chalk it up as an experience in life. And, you know, just keep it moving. All these people, we got this on her. We got that on her. And y'all, I'm finna go because my son is calling me. I love you all with the love of the Lord. Bye.